говорять, задгарба говорять, по мой адрес говорять, но всички те могат да го другат. Да го другат.
Today we're working with Noah. He's feeling under the sun. He's a little bit under the weather. Not under the sun, under the weather. That's the saying, right?
Yeah, depressing weather.
Depressing weather, yeah. Here, basically, it's super windy today, actually. The weather's like crazy. Really windy. Weather's been changing. So today's 60 degrees during the day. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 25 in the morning. And on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve was 75. That's crazy, bro. This is the headlight. This is the original one. See, they chipped this right here. See?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so the lens gets changed. I was gonna change the lens anyway because it's beat up by the road. Well, it looks dusty, but when you wipe it, see how the scratches are from the rocks. So these lenses are changeable. They're not original Porsche. They are aftermarket, so they have them available. And the headlight guy is gonna go and heat this up and change it. But we're gonna fit it on the car and see how it fits, and just plug it in and just kind of double check, so that way we already got one we had to return, and then this one, because it's a different it's a selective lighting, because it goes from this 911 this is a 911 turbo. This is the same light that goes on a GT3 because it's got the selective lighting. So if you look in here, there's a plug right there. You can see that plug right there. See that? Right there, see? And those have to match with the plug that's on the car, because they will not work. They will not be compatible. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, because all the junkyards, you guys, they take these modules right here and they take them off and sell them individually to make more money. It's like $150 for the module, thousands of dollars for the light, whatever, it depends on the light. But so they take off this one and this one, mostly this one, which is the main computer for the light. And this one is made by, look, Audi and Volkswagen, which is, yeah, Porsche. Let's go try to fit it on. That's the plug right here, you guys. So we can see, if you can see, it's probably sunny, but you can see these ones, if they match. Yeah, they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one goes on like that. Right there. Boom. Boom. Boom, son. This is the airbag sensor right here. For some reason, it's still detached. This goes on like that. Yeah. And then this slides like this. So now, we just slide it. We didn't secure it or anything, but we put it on this OEM bumper from a different original car, and this OEM light from original car. On these cars, you want to use OEM. Aftermarket stuff will not fit properly. It has to fit perfect. Perfect. Here, this is the only problem we have, but like I said, lenses are available. They're great trim, simple. It's like $150 for both lenses. And you can change both, you can change one, but these things are really fragile because of the edge of the light. You see how this lens sticks out, and that's all there is. There's no protector on the bottom right here. If you look closely from the bottom, you can see that there's nothing there. So it's so easy to chip. This was probably done when they removed the bumper or when it got in an accident. I mean, you can literally take your hand and chip it off. But like I said, this is selective lighting. It's got the dots and everything, so this thing matches. We're gonna see how it's the same as this. There you go. But this one is this is all nice because it was never touched. So we're gonna grab the jumper, put the power to it, and see if the light lights up, and we're good to go with that. The battery's dead. In order for us to jump this to see the light, if it works, we have to use our little trusty cable right here. Remember, it goes under the fender. You pull it and you open. Also, we have what's it called? Let's see. Got the keys right here. Let's see. We have got those lights. I gotta see where the box is. Remember these corner lights that go? We got the aftermarket ones. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. But right now we're gonna try to jump this car real quick. Let's turn our Noco Boost. One of the best jumpers in the industry, guys. It holds charge, works perfect. You know, this one here, the GB70, it ended up jumping this Isuzu, which is a box truck type of deal, by itself when it was fully charged, which is amazing. And it's got 2 big old batteries. So these guys are, you know, they stand up to their, you know, whatever they say, it's exactly what it is, if not more. The quality of this is pretty good. Let's unlock this. Let's see. There we go. No, I just need to probably start, but I need to, hold on, I gotta see if there's here, can you hold these keys for me? See if there's another plug that we have to put in. The light is plugged in. I just want to make sure that we're clear. So let's see. Okay, we got power. Let's see. Oh yeah, it works. Like I said before, you guys, our dash is not lighting up because something got wet or a fuse blown, so we don't know about it, but it starts around. You hear those fans working?
Yeah.
Let me turn on these lights. Okay, lights are on. Let's go see if the lights are on. Okay.
I think this one's on. Yeah, this one's on.
This one's on.
Oh, so is this one.
Yeah boy. Functions good. Is that a crack? No, it's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, so this one and this one. Oh, they're both on, guys. Success, great success. This headlight has selective lighting. You can change, I guess there's those dots and, you know, certain, it selects itself when you're on high beams. It dims itself from the, when there's a car or a person on the road. It goes all the way up, it fits all the way up to GT3. Meaning that you can use this light for GT3 and this one, which is 2 steps down or 3. So in Carrera 4, Turbo S. And so this light, we thought that it was gonna be cheaper, but we ended up paying pretty penny for it, about 5 grand. And we still have to do the lens, but you know, dealership was 8,500. Even though we still saved some money, but it's ridiculous. Some cars cost 5 grand, like this Buick, you know what I'm saying? So but it works, it matches, it's good, we're happy. Light fits, it works, it lights up perfectly. We're gonna take the turn signals, return them. Bodywork is next. I mean, it's a lot of money for the light, but we'll just change the lens. The guy's a professional, he guarantees his labor. You know, it's gonna be brand new lens, and we're gonna have a spare one for this light because this one is perfect. The other one is bad, but we're gonna save the other because when you buy them, they sell them pairs. So they sell left and the right, only pairs. They don't sell by one. So we're gonna end up with an extra lens. We wanted to see during the day in the sun what Noah has done with this Buick. He's detailed it. We did see it.
This whole thing.
Yeah, let's see how clean it is.
There's still dust in it.
There's no dust.
Like there's like, you see the white stuff?
Oh, that's just a little bit from the rag, but
the grease are on the seats. If there was weird stains, vacuum the whole floor.
It looks brand new.
The rugs are over there.
It looks brand new, guys.
Wipe the whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We can wipe those. Those are just jams. It was getting dark when we were washing this car. Yeah.
And the front. Oh yeah, we showed the puppy pads.
Oh yeah, puppy
also,
training
down
pads.
the front, the greaser on the console, the leather part, and the
Blew
seats.
it all off.
Yeah, and then wipe the dash over here.
Good, huh?
Yeah. And
super clean. We did not clean the engine, but since somebody burned fire or trash or whatever they did, the neighbors, look at all the white stuff that already set on it. Fell right on it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
It's
normal.
still clean though. When you clean an old classic car, it looks really nice.
Yeah, when it's straight body like this. Let's see on
Passenger
this side.
side.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Right here. Wipe down everything. I couldn't get this off right here. Right here. It's
Oh
sticky.
yeah. That's just glue from, they taped the
Also-
speaker.
Dash wipe down. Seat plastics right here. Wipe down. And then move on to the back.
Little detailer, eh?
Yeah.
Little detailer.
Oh.
Future detailer. Hey, you gotta start somewhere, man.
And then wipe down this whole thing. Door.
Oh yeah,
with-
door jams, panels.
By the way, Red Hot works really well with detailing. It like gets all the marks off,
Oh yeah.
even without degreaser.
Oh yeah.
Also, wiped inside here.
Oh,
Door switches, little details,
There you
nooks
go.
and crannies.
that's right.
Also, door jamb, seats.
Seats like
back of the
nobody sat
seats.
on them, huh?
Vacuum. I vacuumed pretty good.
That's
And
good.
then to the trunk.
Let's see. Boom. Boom, son. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Pick it up. Yeah, there you go.
Without
So-
the net, it like looks really nice.
Well, we can move it. There you go. Noah's proud of his work, and we give him credit because he did so good. He tried very hard, and he worked all day to clean this thing up, which cleaned up really good. Oh, you're gonna show under. Oh, you finna show underneath, bro. Look at this. Whoo, smooth. All right, bro.
That's the full detail.
Good job, bro.
Oh, wash these right here. These were really dirty. They were
Oh
like
yeah,
with dirt and
it was
grime.
filled with dirt. Yeah. Hey, congratulations on your success, and I hope you do better every time you do a car, and you're gonna be good, bro. Look how clean it is.
Thank you.
This guy's good. Oh yeah.
Vacuum the rug all around.
Of course, of course. And we washed the floor mats. We got them drying right here, you guys. Yeah. Good. Yep.
Oh, dude, this thing is like, it's like a mini spoiler. It's
Yes.
so cute.
Yeah. Looks like a coach car.
Oh, it's still
So
wet.
these are still wet, but they're drying. We got them drying right here. I think we should remove them, buddy, and put them right on top of the car, so they dry.
Move the box.
Yeah, just put the
wet.
box right here.
Don't want to get
this
the
side,
electronics
uh-huh.
wet.
Oh yeah. Watch your feet. Don't get your feet wet.
There you
There
go.
you go. So we got these two.
Oh, where are the other two?
They're under the box. So let's get these
Get these
close.
babies
I need
out.
this box to ship the light for the, not to ship, but to transport the light for the guy when he picks it up to do the lens.
Yeah.
We still need this box. It's all that padding.
Nice small ones.
Yeah.
I put them.
Put them on the side right here, like so, right here. Just a little bit closer so they don't fall because the wind keeps on blowing. Yeah, there you
And
go.
if it falls, it's wet and it's gonna gather all the dust.
Yeah,
and
it's
rocks
perfect.
again.
Perfect.
It's just I'm afraid the wind's gonna blow them out. So that's the full detail of the Buick.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You did good, bro.
Tried my best.
Thank you. I wanted to do some work on this car, on this van. There's a story behind it, how we got it, how and what it's for. Mechanic. Just say mechanic. But what are you laughing? What's funny?
It's a terrible hint. You're a
Well,
mechanic.
yeah,
What, like-
yeah, but you don't know what mechanic
Yeah.
means. Yeah, but you know, with this car business, usually it's you know, when somebody comes and says, "Hey, I give you a certain amount of money," you sell the car. You know, you use it for your project. You end up. What we have to do is I have to make up my mind and stick with it, because it's a really good purchase that we did with this car. This is a 2018 Isuzu Reach, same engine as Isuzu NPR trucks, and so it got hit in the front on that side. We need a windshield, some suspension parts, but it does run and drive. Doors closed, full of shelves, aluminum shelves and stuff like that. But we do need. Oh yeah, look, ooh,
Migration.
migration. Yeah, look at these birds, bro. They're all over, bro. That's crazy.
Oh, they're in the tree.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was like bushes.
No, they come out. See. What are those birds, bro? They don't leave. They're not leaving.
Probably black.
Yeah, they're not leaving.
Black feather-tailed crow. It's part of the smaller.
Yeah, smaller. Yeah, they don't
black-
leave. For
It's part of the
winter.
crow family, but it's technically still a little bird
They
because
don't
that's
leave
their
for
full
winter, huh?
size. They migrate a lot. Like they migrate in the summer winter and spring.
Do they go to Florida or no?
No.
No?
They don't go in that part. It's too warm for them.
Oh yeah.
They usually stay in like 50 and 60 degree weather.
Which we have today. It's like 55. But anyway, we're gonna get back to this, you guys. We're gonna get Noah some tea so he can feel better. Right, Noah?
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your work and your support.